So you've built your first AI model. Maybe she's making 1K, maybe she's making 10K, maybe you haven't even got to that point yet. However, this is more for the people who have got to that point where they are making money and now it's time to scale. So you may be stuck. You don't really know how to scale this business effectively, and this is where most people quit. But scaling is what's going to turn this into some small little side hustle into your full-time income stream. It's a very exciting thing and a transition process that happens. It's going to be hard. However, I'm going to teach you exactly how you can go from earning 1K, earning 10K to then making that on a consistent basis and scaling this to 6-figure months. So first of all, what we need to do is forget about the fact that it's an AI model business and just think like any business owner. See, when you scale a business, you want to hire people, you want to build systems, and you want to reinvest your profits. It's very much as simple as that. So you don't scale by doing more work, you scale by building more infrastructure. So I'm going to give you a few examples of possible jobs that you could outsource or possible things that you can do to be able to build systems in place. So number one, you can hire an editor or someone to make your reels. You can do this for extremely cheap, and if you already have a system built for this, which you should, you can hire a VA and teach them this exact system so that they can build up to these numbers. You can hire a chatter or chatting teams, whether this be building your own chatting team, training them yourself, paying them yourself, scheduling them in, which is extremely hard work, of course, or just hiring a chatting agency such as the one that I own, Chatterlink. We currently have the largest chatting team on fanvue and the fastest growing. If you want to apply to that or you're interested, go to the description and that will be there. You can hire someone for Instagram or social media growth. If you're not so good at this yourself, hire an expert. Hire someone that has done this multiple times. So hire someone that has done this on scale, and hire someone that's done this for multiple business owners. And you're also going to want to set up SOPs. So what this means is you're going to set up standard operating procedures for the way that you want your business to operate. So whether that be the social media process, whether that be the time that your staff clock in, whether that be the message that they clock out with, this is the type of thing that's going to build a solid structure to your staff so that you can not only manage them effectively, but also build certain habits in place so that they do their job properly. Now, the truth is, if you are earning 1K, 10K, this is where everything should get easier. Think logically. Now you can give your model shout outs, whether that be on the fanvue page itself or on Instagram or social media pages. You've probably built networks with other people within the space, so you can now access their fans and their subscribers, whether that be as a favor or if you're doing shout out for shout out, or you can pay them to access that network. You've got proven systems, whether that be chatting scripts, whether that be funnels, whether that be gaining followers on Instagram and getting attention to your reels. And your process is no longer trial and error. You're no longer just sitting and hoping for a video to go viral or something like this. You've done it already and you're already earning money. So you're not starting from scratch anymore. You're actually building a solid business. A very common mistake I see is people rushing in to make more and more models. However, you don't want to just jump in and make another model. That is not how scaling effectively is going to work. You need to make sure that your first model is fully systemized and maybe even automated. Think, can you handle the current workload that you're doing to another model and do that effectively? Probably not. You're going to have to hire a few people first, move some things around, and actually get a system in place. Do you have editors? Do you have marketers? Do you have a chatting team? These are all questions that you're going to have to ask yourself. And you need to make sure that you have cash flow to invest. Great, you've done your first 10K month. Are you going to spend that whole 10K on trying to automate a whole nother model and go viral on that whole other model? Or are you going to do this for 2-3 months consistently, make sure the systems are good, make sure that you have enough capital to be able to start these other models? One fully systemized and fully automated model is better than 5 models that are causing you absolute chaos. Believe me, this is a slippery slope that a lot of people take and make mistakes on. Now you want to think about buying back your time. You often hear the phrase, time is money, and that is absolutely true. What you need to do is write down every little task that you do, whether that be insignificant or not. When you post a reel, do you check certain boxes under that reel? Note that down so that when you do go to hire staff for posting those reels, you know exactly what to teach them and you have it noted down so that you can pass those notes onto them. However insignificant this may seem, this is a very important step to make sure that people don't do the wrong things when handling your business. Now I want you to think in terms of multiples. If you have one model that has 50k followers, that is access to 50,000 different eyeballs. If you have another model which also has 50k, now you have 100k. And what you can do with that 100k is, as I mentioned at the start, with your connections, you can access even more eyeballs and bring 3-5 different IG accounts to the eyeballs of more and more people and just scale your actual organic reach. You also shouldn't try to reinvent the wheel. You have a proven system. You have a model that works. If you have one model in the trans niche, you don't want to make another model in the dwarf niche. It's completely not necessary. You have the audience for a trans model. You have the connections within the trans model niche. All you need to do is repeat the winning formula. If you've made 1k, you can easily make 10k. If you've made 10k, you can easily scale that to 100k. So if you are watching this video and you are in the shoes that I have described, this is no longer a guessing game. You've already built the systems in place. You just need to not think ahead of yourself. You don't need to rush things. You have got this. If you have enjoyed this video, check out the channel for other content within the AI model niche. And also, if you need a $47 course with a community, you know where to find it in the description.